Well, fish and seafood tech startup Captain Fresh has announced a $25 million funding as part of its ongoing extended CVC round, which is led by British International Investment and others. The company says it is going to use these funds to expand its distribution presence in the United States and European markets and also look at acquisitions and joint venture partnerships in the region. So joining me now to tell us more about these plans is Uttam Gowda, the founder and CEO of Captain Fresh. Uttam, welcome here on Startup Street. Thanks very much for joining us. Start by telling us about this additional 25 million round that you've raised in your ongoing Series C round. This is at a valuation of $500 million, as we understand?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on this show. Yeah, we have raised 25 million in the most recent tranche, which is led by British International Investments, and also strongly supported by our earliest investors, Neckenty Seafood. So this is part of a larger extended Series C round, where we had raised another $20 million in September, which was led by a Japanese group called SBI and a Dubai-based fund called Evolvence. So the entire 45 million plus, which is raised in this extended Series C round, is done at a valuation of $500 million, which is, it's done at a valuation of $500 million. The proceeds are mostly towards the value chain integration, particularly into the US and Europe.
Uttam, how much more are you looking to raise in this round before you close it, and which investors are you talking to?
So currently, we are almost towards the fag end of this round. Maybe another $3 or $5 million is on the card, which is from existing set of investors.
Okay, so another $3 to $5 million still left for the round. But let's come back to how you're going to deploy this. You were telling us about it. You're looking at expanding operations in the US and Europe and scaling presence as well. Take us through the details.
Yeah, so if you look at Captain Fresh, we started off in 2020, and we started with the whole strategy of organizing supply in India. We built distribution in India, and slowly we started thinking about the global demand, because Indian seafood is extremely attractive from a global supply chain standpoint. So in a way, we have morphed ourselves into a large vertically integrated seafood-focused B2B marketplace. In this direction, one of the key competencies that we need to have is the demand-side presence, particularly US and Europe, which are the large markets for us. So this entire fundraise is directed towards acquiring the distribution competency in these markets.
But Uttam, you're also going to use some of the funds to make acquisitions in these areas, right? Or enter into JVs. Anything that's on the table at the moment?
Yes, there are 2 acquisitions in the pipeline, which are in the final stages. We have closed one acquisition, which is a Paris-based distributor, which we closed late last quarter. Yeah. There are 2 more distributors which are in the pipeline. One in the US and other in the Eastern Europe region.
Okay, given your heavy focus on the US and European markets, I have to ask you, what sort of export growth are you eyeing from these markets versus some of the other markets that you're present in? Are those 2 going to be the sole focus areas?
Yes, US and Europe are going to be a focus area. We expect these 2 markets to contribute to more than 85% of our business going forward. US being the largest, almost half of our business should be coming from US. So the competency that we are acquiring is largely credentials to distribute into large names like Auchan, Carrefour. So these are large retailers. Getting credentials to distribute seafood into them takes a while. We are trying to shorten this time to market through inorganic route. Similarly, in the US as well, idea is to acquire customer relationships. What we have built out, the technology platform that we have built out in India and which we expect to take to other parts of the Indian Ocean region, is a very asset-light technology-led aggregation of supplies. Now, with the combination of these competencies that we acquire, which is largely the customer relationships, we expect to be one of the largest vertically integrated, multi-species, multi-origin seafood platform, kind of a one of a kind in the global supply chain.
All right, Uttam, we're going to leave it at that. Thanks very much for your time here on CNBC TV 18. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we have to take a short break on that note, but up next is your nutrition solution at an affordable price. Aishwarya Anand caught up with True Goods founder to tell you more about this opportunity, that and more when we return.